to the meeting. Just a second. I want to thank everybody for making the meeting. I want to thank everybody for coming up for the pizza. First off, we're going to draw a number. This is our first can giveaway for the meeting.
Lovely young lady.
I don't have tickets. You said throw them all in. Huh?
There you go.
You said
Ready?
Loser!
516905.
905.
We got a winner!
Oh, come on! Oh, the tickets they gave me on the way in.
Yeah, you didn't get one?
You didn't win anyway.
Oh, man. I could have been a winner.
Yeah, well, you could have had a
Okay,
chicken.
guys. You'll pick his can.
That's nice.
You
That's
can
what
go.
This is, right now, in the very back of the room, Clayton is live periscoping us over the Rusty Bunch.
No.
So we are live on the internets. Say hello.
Hello, you suck.
If you don't know what this is, it's part of Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, you can follow @Rusty Bunch. And for the next 24 hours, you'll be able to relive our little shindig here. After 24 hours, it goes off inside the screen.
Dude, Jeff the drunk's site's better.
I watch him.
Okay, we're going to have an introduction of officers. Thank you, Gary.
fine.
This is my last meeting. I want to thank y'all for everything. It's been great. I appreciate everybody's effort. Thank you. Fortunately, Dan Scaletti showed up. He had a family emergency. He had to leave and go back, drive all the way back to New Mexico. So unfortunately, he's not here.
Wow.
He's doing better. Everything's going better. So, see a chance, tell Dan thanks for his effort. He brought everything out here for our display, which, from what I understand, we took the best chapter display so far. First place. Tomorrow was all about the overall. I've seen the competition, it's pretty weak. Politically correct Dan over here.
Hey Gary, I just want to say the tabletop jukebox that I picked up, that's going to you tomorrow.
Oh,
Yay!
I don't actually know my taxes, do I? Okay, now, let everybody up here introduce themselves, who they are, what they do.
My name's Jim Hall, Conehead on the forum. I am the treasurer.
Yay.
Chris Taylor, lawn opener on the Rusty Bunch site. I'm the wrestling's editor, and I also take care of the roster.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
Dan Horvath, I run the website.
Boo!
We have a website?
Phil Beverly, secretary.
Too smart to be in the Rusty Bunch.
Right.
We're going to have to vote you out.
All right, so that's our introduction, so we're going to move on to now our reports, treasurer's report. Jim?
Okay, balance reported at the spring meeting, spring thaw this year. March 22nd, 2015 was $33,1768. Since then, we have had incomes of donations $30, dues $526.42, t-shirt sales of $548.09, and spring thaw, which we did extremely well, $24.10, thanks to Gary and his punch boards and Chris and all the new colors with the t-shirts and so forth. If you're wondering why the odd cents in the dues,
Yes, we were
that's,
actually. We were kind of weird.
that's because of, excuse me, the PayPal. We take $10.75, and it's a 61-cent fee, so it's $10.14 is what we actually get.
So we're ripping off the membership.
We are, yep, taking advantage of you guys big time.
Now time for us to applaud.
Convenience
We can
fee.
screw you guys better.
Okay, expenses in that time period, Rustling's postage was $787.93. You'll see the t-shirt postage purchases as we continue to build up our inventory and new styles. It's $1,222. We did have to buy a few raffle cans, 200. Show sponsorship for Summer Swap was $100. That's an annual thing as long as we sponsor them. BCCA magazine advertisement. We had the 2 full pages and half page in the national magazine, 504. We got the discount for the multiple months in a row. Canvention chapter tables, $40. Online shows, just miscellaneous expenses, postage for the cans for the winter shipped out, so forth, $85. The website chat room renewal, if you remember, that was kind of an emergency. We forgot to renew that. We
So
started-
next there's no we in this. This is douchebag right here.
So hard on yourself, man.
There's kids in here.
One
sitting next to me.
bought 10 of them for
Not me.
$99.99, so we still have, what?
8 more.
8
You're the
more,
oldest
so
one here.
that won't continue. We won't have that expense again for a
Don't
little
tell
while
her that. What
anyway.
you got to stick up for?
The Canvention vouchers for the webmaster and the vice president, $750. The Hall of Fame plaques, $149. And then lastly, the expenses for the spring show, spring thaw. We had the beer, $340. The cookout supplies, $266.45. Miscellaneous, $30. And if you did not attend that show, that's a don't miss next year. We did extremely well, and we're making big plans again for next year. So total expenses, $4,725.77 for a negative of $1,211.26 with an ending balance of $2,106.42. Again, the main expense was our buildup of our t-shirt inventory because of the color, so we're kind of leveling out with that and hopefully take care of that now. Okay, so on to the membership report now.
You still hanging on with this
You'll
slide?
see, this was done as of August 18th, but at the same time I did the treasurer's report. We have 464 active members, 430 paying members, 10 Hall of Fame members, 9 lifetime, 5 officers, 6 sponsors, and 4 BCCA personnel. And you can see down below past comparison numbers. We're still on an uptrend, so we must be doing something right. We can't please everybody all the time, but I think we're doing okay at this point. The very bottom statistic, 352 of 464 RV members list BCCA numbers, so that's a 75.9% BCCA membership, so still pretty good.
Support the mothership.
Yep.
Editor's report, Chris, got anything you need to add?
Yeah, first I want to thank Dan Dora for getting us the full color printing.
Yay!
So I just emailed him the file, he prints it, we meet usually somewhere in between, I'll stuff and mail them. I now meter them at home, so that saves us an additional like $300 or $400 that FedEx would charge us to have them do that. So I do all that at home now and just take one big bucket of Rustlings. I wanted to also say that we're having a Story of the Year contest. The Story of the Year will get a $300 voucher to spend at one of our sponsors. So it doesn't matter how long the article is, just put it in.
Does it have to be about beer?
What's that?
Does it have to be about beer?
If you want to win.
No. I got some pretty good stories, man.
It doesn't have to be about dumping, it can be about, anything collecting wise. We've done stuff about craft cans, set cans. So basically, anything beer related that you want to write about is great. So, Randy Karasik, I want to thank him for digitizing it, making it available so you can download all of them. And plus we have the download, you can download the issues off the website when they're not printed.
Awesome.
Good.
Okay.
All right, Jan?
Okay, a couple things here that's actually going to have to go up for a vote. Our hosting in our building is expiring at the end this year. Speak up. I say, our hosting and our domain name, therustybunch.com. We don't own rustybunch.com. I won't get into that now.
Who owns it?
I won't tell you.
I know who owns it.
But therustybunch.com and our hosting will be expired at the end of the year. It's $99 per year to post it, and minimal, like what, $10 or something for your domain. So we're looking for a vote. Who wants to keep therustybunch.com and our website running for another year or more?
Can we do it for 10 years?
Well, we'll look into this. As long as it's passed, we'll see what the money, is. And things like that.
I motion to
So,
do it for another year.
Opposed to having the website run. Oh, that's a nice, I like.
Melanie, what's wrong with you?
Can you pay for the chat in advance?
You know,
Sorry?
Can you pay for the chat in advance?
Yes, we'll do that also. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was next.
Oh, sorry.
Because some moron forgot to pay for the chat room, we had a little faux pas, I had a faux pas for the, what was it, the spring, whatever the meeting, whatever the online show was in February. So, that's $150. Do we want to keep the chat room for online shows? Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Those who oppose?
If y'all haven't been a quick phone, if you haven't come in any of the online shows they have, the trade shows and everything, it's a fun way to spend an evening. But people get on, shoot the shit a lot, stuff like that. It's a good way to get to talk and chat with other people on here. Usually I deal with the fighting end of everybody, but this one is a night where everybody seems to get along, so it's a good time.
There's a lot of beer flowing in people's
If you're
Keep
not
Scott out of my
familiar
hair
with it, all it
for-
is going to a beer can show in your underwear in front of your computer.
Is that a good
So you set up
thing?
your room, take pictures of
underwear optional?
Well, it depends if
Yeah,
don't wear
underwear's
cameras on
optional.
your computer.
So
So you got your camera out. With Scott, it's women's underwear.
You go into
But,
the forum, you
I like 'em.
you take some pictures of what you have to buy, sell, or trade, and you post them up. You go into a chat room, and there's 30 to 40 other, Rusty Bunch members. There's up to 60, during the night, but, at one time, maybe 35, at the most. And, you buy, sell, trade right over the internet for 4 hours.
Be careful,
It's pretty
because
fun.
Aho's got high speed now.
We,
Using them.
now then.
Cute
During
respirator.
the show,
Not use that.
I'm running the show because I run the website. We play all sorts of silly little games and, not trivia, but, you gotta say a certain word and you get, raffle tickets to, win stuff at the end of the night, things like this, and drawings. So you just come in for 4 hours, BS with your other members, through chat, and win prizes for nothing.
We always give away a lot of cans, probably at least a dozen cans every show, so.
And no, I won't be doing a 12-hour show anymore because that's still. So currently, I have written down here as of August 20th, we had 407 of our current RB members on the forum. That's pretty good. We got 450 members and 407 of them are on the forum. That's pretty cool. 188 of those are on every day. So that's pretty cool too. 288 a week, 376 have at least one post. There's 2 guys that have 12,000 posts. Okay.
Dave and Leon.
What's the
Yeah.
little font behind here? We have the Halloween Spooktacular show coming up November something. I can't believe what I wrote on here. And then the holiday show coming in the middle of December something. Once again, I can't read what that was.
Get some
13th,
glasses.
okay, December 13th. So we got 2 more online shows coming up. Come join us, have some fun. We keep only coming for 10 minutes, just come in, BS with some guys. But the main thing is that you guys just asked that we're gonna keep it going, so that's cool. Thanks.
Good job, Danny.
Dan, I don't know who would be the right contact for BCCA Eat Blast, but if you want those for the shows, let me know. Is that
Okay.
you, Jim, or?
I can take
Okay,
care of it, yeah.
yeah, so contact me with the information, we'll get them out.
You do the glass, okay.
I do. I coordinate with Mike, yeah.
All right.
Got the second can giveaway. Keith,
Okay.
I can't even find my ticket, man.
Who's
You take my ticket?
yep.
I'm off. I searched everywhere.
When is this week?
Oh, yeah. Right here, everybody. Who's your buddy? Who's
No, just one.
Can we get somebody else to do that?
Come on, guys. I'll be in here now.
I know who it is. So we got 51, 6, 8, 94.
Go.
Go pick yourself a cake.
We have a wiener.
There's a black label, Charlie.
I got it.
Doing a video on this.
All right, guys.
It's only good for
Let's move along. All right, old business. Our old business,
Pull it
starting
off.
out with, we talked at Spring Thaw about sponsoring shows, other chapters where we'll send them a little bit of money for raffle cans, stuff like that. At the time, we voted that the Western State Show would be one of the sponsors. And
California?
I think we already voted on.
Well, we brought up
Oh,
at
yeah.
the spring thaw what Western show would be. They brought up, a few different shows, and it was voted on online pretty much unanimously. Western State should be the show that the Rusty Bunch sponsors as a Rusty Bunch, show on the West Coast. Only because if you weren't at the spring thaw, every Rusty Bunch sponsored show is East Michigan, Virginia or Pennsylvania. Wherever, nothing on the West Coast, and I didn't think that was fair. So we have guys out on the West Coast.
So it's pretty much voted upon that the Western State Show, we'll send them a $300 voucher to buy cans. We sent them some shirts last time, stuff like that, so we got a little exposure.
Whatever they want to do with it for
Right,
that's
right.
what they can do with it.
What is it?
That was the same time as the spring show last time, right?
Thank you.
It's
Last year.
Last year was at the same time as the spring thaw and
They're
PA.
changing
Yeah.
Right.
Second weekend of March, next
Right.
week. There it is, mid-March.
Okay, and also too, last meeting, I think a year ago at this time, that we had voted on some new Hall of Fame members, and well, since I'm not here running this thing with an iron fist, some of these guys forgot to get the proper plaques that went along with said honors. So right now, I'd like to present belatedly Phil Stamen. Phil in the house? He's here. Phil?
You're the man, Phil. Phil. Phil, nice job, everybody. Nice
These
job.
guys dropping the ball. And secondly, John McGuire.
Low hangovers.
No, make him walk all the way up.
Go up there and shaking hands.
If you want to come up and shake hands,
Yeah, what the hell?
I got a winning ticket.
Seems a can.
congratulations.
Okay, new business. New business. One thing we want to talk about doing. Last year, we moved our show from the Blue-Gray to the Spring Thaw. It was, I think, a great thing. Lebo and them guys did a tremendous job of working with us on everything. I want to make a motion that we adopt the Spring Thaw as our new winter, spring meeting, the official summer meeting as opposed to Blue-Gray, so we can do it in writing. I make the motion. Do I get any seconds?
Yes.
Second, okay, we'll take the vote. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? One. Thank you,
Well,
sir.
sorry, man.
Well, he stands up.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna,
appreciate you.
yeah.
That's all. I appreciate that. All right, so the motion is passed.
Heathen.
Spring Thaw will be
I'm
Our
safe.
new show. This year coming up, we've got some new things planned for the show. Last year, we all went out to Lebo's house, had a cookout. God provided us the best weather I've ever seen up there that time of year. It was a good time. We've got some new stuff. We're gonna try to get the band to play out there in the park area. We're gonna have cookouts out there this year. We're trying to just keep building on it every year. I want to thank everybody who came last year. Okay?
Tell me where that's at, I don't know where that's at.
It's in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, just outside of Harrisburg.
Okay, thank you.
Early April.
Yeah.
So,
It was a great show. It was a great show.
Right.
Oh, great. I'll
Okay,
just
you
fly
have
right
any other
away.
new business? Anybody got anything you need to bring up? Yes, sir.
So I just want to bring up something I've started. If you got your latest issue of Rustling, you saw the article I have in there. Back about 16 years ago, I did one article that turned into a 2.5-year endeavor on Dumper's Guide to Rareness, which was kind of actually doing a little bit more than just a piece of paper with a whole bunch of numbers that Fred Wolpe did. He did a lot of work for the groundwork, but we have a new book, and it seems every day, I don't know how many times during the Canvention, new variations keep coming up, new versions of cans, and there is no rating systems. In fact, if you compare the BCU to the USB-C, I'd say it's probably maybe 1/3 of the cans have any kind of rating at all. And so while, you know, there is buy, sell, we're never going to go back as far as that goes, but it's also helped to have something, you know, so we know relatively how rare cans really are. So I'm going to be writing articles, I'm going to be posting on the forum. If it's something you happen to have knowledge about a can, even if it's like, hey Phil, that alcohol version can, I have one, just so I can start gauging how many are there. Just appreciate anybody's support what you can do.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Stop
All
it.
right, we're gonna move along. Stop it back here. Don't make me put you in the corner. Okay, we're gonna go ahead now. We're gonna do our elections for officers.
That was Scott.
All
Give him an
right,
elbow. That was Scott.
for president, we had Dan Scaletti was nominated for president. At this time, I'm gonna ask if anybody else wants to nominate somebody for president. Angry Gary.
Scott. Sea Monkey Scott.
No,
All right?
Yeah.
I decline, but thank you though.
me too.
Guy, you decline?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, once again, we don't have much elections here, so at this time then, anybody want to second Dan's nomination? Second, okay, we're gonna take a vote. All in favor of Dan?
Aye.
All opposed? Good. All right, now we're gonna make this very quick and painless. For vice president, we had, I nominated Keith Kirshner back here. Also, somebody nominated Josh after the time it closed, but I'm still gonna open it up. Anybody wanna nominate somebody for vice president? Josh never said whether he would take it or not.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to nominate him, we will go through the process. No nominations. Anybody else want to be nominated or nominate somebody for vice president?
I'll nominate
No? Okay. All right, then, well, this is going to make it easy.
never replied?
No.
He was here last week.
He replied early.
A week ago?
He was here 2 weeks ago.
All right, well, I nominated Keith. We have a second, right? Did I already go through that?
Second.
Okay, thank you. All right, then, all in favor for Keith Kirshner, vice president?
Aye.
All opposed?
Good
All
job,
right,
Thank you, Keith.
Yay.
I do want to add, since we've been here Tuesday, Wednesday, Keith has busted his ass to do anything and everything we needed done. He's helped with the display, he's bought stuff out of his own pocket. It's good to get some fresh blood, some fresh ideas, and some new stuff in here, so.
Good.
Thank you much, Keith.
Yay.
And to top it off, he already has the display from
Yeah.
Portland figured
He's
out.
already got it worked out and everything, so. Okay, so, one more thing in new business. We have.
I'm sorry, real
I'm sorry.
quick, Gary. I just want to throw out the idea for next year, because it's out in Portland. The idea I came up with was the Oregon Trail and the states that those guys went through. So they started in Missouri, went up to Nebraska, went across the different states. So we could put up different cans from each of those states, and anything geographically or otherwise is associated with that, like the Columbine River, or the Columbia River, you know, Mount Rainier, all those things that they would have seen driving out there. And I figure that's appropriate for Portland. If anybody has any other ideas, I'd love to hear the ideas for next year. I know there's going to be less people out there, but please throw ideas my way. I already had some folks come up and tell me they would definitely be happy to help me out there. But if you got another idea, I'd like to put a big banner type thing up there, like I said, put different types of beer cans. If you were riding the Oregon Trail out there from Missouri now, what it would look like going out to Portland. So if you got any ideas, please throw them out there.
Very
Thanks.
cool.
Let's go.
Thank you.
That's the first time we've had it for the following convention until it's 3 months before, then it's panic mode. So, all right, next we're going to get to is our Lucky Dumper, our Most Skilled Dumper, whatever of the Year award. We sat down and with the officers, we talked about all the possible nominations. And it's funny because we narrowed it down to 3 different dump trips in the Northeast, and one person was tied to all 3 of those trips. Mr. Hall here sitting next to us. So it made it kind of tough to figure out which one, but we all put it together and we've all decided it was the trip they just done recently to Old Forge up in New York. And tell them what all you found again, sir.
Oh, we visited an old resort dump, and it was a good 40-foot long by 6 foot deep. We found in immaculate condition the Haverly's low profile beers, which were Congress beers, and Haverly's light ales, low profile. The beer is not shown in the book. We dumped the high profile Indian Head birch beer, which was, you know, as we go out and discuss what cans you would like to find on our trip up there. Kevin Beal always wanted to find that, and when he found it, he squealed like a little girl. I've never seen it. And the creme de la creme is the Ebling's beer, Dull Grey. We dumped 2 of them along with some silver beers, and we did not realize what we had till we got back, and I got a note from KB saying, hey, I've got 2 different crown tainers here, and I said, what? And started checking with some of the crown tainer guys, and lo and behold, no one had ever seen that. So we discovered a new can on that trip, and that was a new experience for me. So I have one of them now, and Dwight Babarsi has the best one in eastern Pennsylvania. So.
Winner!
Yeah, so what we got is the Lucky Dumpers, a 4-way award this year, Jim Hall.
Yay!
Dave Reed, who was along on the trip.
Oh, awesome.
Kevin Beal, who was along on the trip. And this is the second time Dwight Barbaki has won the award.
Oh, nice.
If you ever get a chance to dump with Dwight, he's a beast. Please do it. So, and the unlucky dumper of the year, we sat and scratched our head for about an hour. And we didn't have no clumsy oafs, no people knocked off our properties, nobody arrested. So
We're not doing it
we're
right.
gonna roll it over to the next year. So
You need to try harder.
yeah, right. Yeah. So. Okay, so we're going to do the drawing for the 3rd and final can, which will be this California Gold Label can here. Nice on grade can there.
Win that, honey.
Ready? So we got 516 943. Oh my God. The last guy
We closed the door on you.
in! Come on! That was at the Milwaukee.
Talk about not mixed up.
The hippie one, the hippie.
Back up front.
If you were early, you would have known that.
I'll see you later, man. I'm going to smoke. All right.
Thanks, Pokey.
You want to go with
We're almost done. We're getting there. Anybody else got any new business? Anything they need to bring up? Anything they need to say? Anything that's sticking in their ass that they've got to get out? Let's start right here with John.
It's not like that.
Okay.